Two dead. Two dead, five injured, guys. Two dead, five injured. Um, a young black male was attacked by several Trump supporters. They're saying it was a mob, and the black male had a gun, defended himself, and shot and killed five people. Two are dead as we speak, guys. Right now, two are dead, five injured. Trump supporters are going crazy, guys. They're going crazy attacking young black men with guns. And the black male, thankfully, had a gun on him, defended himself, killed two of them, shot five of them, killed two of them. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I kind of wonder. I kind of wonder what everyone would be saying if that was the case, instead of a mob of Black Lives Matter supporters or Antifa attacking. Yeah, I know, JD. Come on, you know it. Come on. Can't fool you, JD. Oh man, this world's crazy, JD. Seriously, I can't get enough of this planet. Planet's amazing. It's a joke. It's all a joke, dude. I'm telling you. This life is one big troll. One big troll. I had to sit down and listen to fucking Whoopi Goldberg tell me that Kyle Rittenhouse is still a murderer in her eyes. I mean, you know, it's not like the O.J. Simpson trial. You know what I mean? I mean, because people are going to say, well, OJ got away with it too. So what? So can't Kyle Rittenhouse? I'm like, well, no, because there's just tons of video of this happening with Kyle Rittenhouse. We don't have any fucking. I mean, can you imagine if this OJ Simpson thing happened in 2021? I mean, seriously, come on. Yeah, dude, fucking Whoopi's fucked up. Yeah, listen, she's a fat old black woman, out of touch, out of touch. A rich fat old black woman, by the way, not just a fat old black woman, a rich fat old black woman who doesn't know anything about being fat or black. Hey, Mrs. Pagel, how are you? Jeffrey was putting out some great content, and then he dropped off the face of the earth. I don't know why, and I don't know what's going on. But again, can you imagine? Can you imagine if this OJ trial happened in 2021? There would be fucking video. There would be fucking all drones flying overhead. So someone would have filmed it. So it's not like the OJ trial. OJ fucking did it and got away with it. Kudos to OJ. That's one lucky motherfucker. But this guy Kyle Rittenhouse, this kid Kyle Rittenhouse, he didn't get away with murder. There's just tons of video of it, and the jury saw it. The country saw it. I mean, come on. And now, again, I want to point out, CNN still has not released the identity or description of this black Darrell Brooks. This black Darrell Brooks. And they try to make up every excuse. I even heard Rachella saying, "Oh no, he was running from the police. He didn't mean to mow over 60 plus people. He didn't mean that. He was just running from the police. Because the police are fucking nasty towards blacks. He was trying to flee for his life." This is the same guy. This is the same guy who's rapping about Betamags and ARs coming to your house with Betamags and ARs. Check this out.
About a half a ticket. Non-swipe Da Vinci got him looking at me different. I can't be venom when I kiss him. Yeah, kidnap you and miss it. Yeah, I hit him. I was in the slums. Any weather, I was still trapping, sliding on the pussy. They putting cameras on the lights, playing like you stupid dog. You know what I do to you. Hit me from the cell, told me get the cake. I'm weighing up them bowls, selling coke around the digi. Playing with them bloods, they gon' pop you like a skid.
Amazing. What an amazing artist. Darrell Brooks. Amazing. So I'm sorry, Darrell Brooks Jr. We don't want him, want him to get confused with Darrell Brooks Sr. Darrell Brooks Sr. is so famous. You know, and again, yeah, I know he's got some good songs. We're gonna play another one very soon, Mrs. Pagan. But my point is, who is Darrell Brooks running from again? CNN? The Trump mob? The Trump mob? Who let themselves into the White House or the Capitol? Like it was the end of the fucking world. Meanwhile, that whole summer, you had fucking like they'd never seen this before, by the way. You know, all these fucking left-wing losers, right? It's like, oh my God, I can't believe they went into the Capitol. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't believe? We just went through like fucking 2 years of riots and people burning down federal buildings and courthouses. That's right. 4 doors, more whores. That's right. And by the way, I want to point something out. An unarmed Trump supporter female entered that building and got shot and killed. She didn't threaten to kill that guy. Was that murder? No one brings that up. No one brings that up. What about that white woman that was shot at the Capitol building? Was she trespassing? Oh, if she was trespassing, then I guess that's when when it comes to liberals, that's when you forfeit your right to live, I guess. Can you imagine if that white bitch was a black bitch? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if a federal officer shot a BLM member and killed him in the Capitol? Can you fucking imagine that? I know, Mrs. Pagel. I'd be great at it. I'd be fucking great at it. The reason why I'm talking about this is because fucking, Juice comes in here. Juice comes in here and goes, hey, you know what? This is about to go down. This is about to go down. And he's not the only one who's saying this shit. All right. To me, that's very, very scary. I don't want that in my life. I want you people to fucking wake up, please. Please wake the fuck up. Darrell Brooks is a racist scumbag. It's okay to say that. He's a piece of black trash. It's okay to say that. He's a racist piece of black trash, all right? You feel uncomfortable? Why? Why would it make you feel uncomfortable to say that? There was this guy I saw give a lecture one time. He goes, there's a test, and I forgot what fucking what branch of the government it is, but one of the questions is if somebody spit in your mother's face, what would you do? And there was like all these like answers. The most picked answer was, well, I would try to figure out where he was coming from and why he was acting. You try to figure out why this person was doing this? This person just spit in your mother's face. Listen, I'm not saying fucking, beat the shit out of people, start a war. I'm just letting you guys know something right now. This is what happens. This is what happens when people get away with shit like this. They run with it. You know why kids like fucking Liz go to Black Lives Matters protests? Because she get away with it. No one's going to question her about it. She could be delinquent there. She could destroy private property. No one's going to question her about it because they're scared. They're fucking scared to question her about it. People were scared to take down graffiti. I'm telling you right now, people were attacked for taking down graffiti in New York City when Black Lives Matters and Antifa fucking took over fucking Lower Manhattan. You think I'm fucking kidding? And now we gotta argue about some fucking 17-year-old kid that got attacked by a group of fucking animals and defended himself? What are you guys fucking insane? And now we're gonna defend this fucking black scumbag? Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. So where was I going? So I was saying I was calling the guy a black son of a bitch or black trash or whatever. Wake up. Wake up. You realize how ridiculous that is? You realize how ridiculous it is to to basically break people up based on color when they do something wrong. You guys are more upset that I'm using the word black than calling anyone trash or anything like that. What does it matter? What does it matter what color the person is? He is the mom. Listen, whatever the fuck this guy did, whatever the fuck this guy did, if he had a bad day or whatever, if he, in my opinion, based on what I know about this guy, is that he's obviously a fucking drug user. He's using psychotropics that now every state says it is totally fine to use. I mean, these psychotropics are great, right? He's probably a gun owner, right? He's probably where I got no problem with any of this shit, by the way. I got no problem with any of this stuff. But you're gonna tell me that this guy wasn't triggered over a verdict. And I guarantee you, race had a lot to do with this. Race. This is what happens when losers think the only reason why they're not making it in life is because the color of their skin. If that's true, explain Bergs, explain Anderson Henderson, explain White Tupac, explain John Camillo, Mark Terry. They're all white N-words. They're not succeeding at anything. Look at Michelle K. She's a white princess. She ain't succeeding at anything. Is her skin color holding her back? No, she's just a fucking loser. Darrell Brooks is a fucking loser, complete piece of shit, all right? Complete piece of shit, and thought that the world was holding him back because he was black. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. And you know who fucking fed this guy all this shit? White people. Privileged white people. Well, I don't know about that. No one's calling Kyle Rittenhouse a fucking hero. And listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. You know my stance on fucking on veterans and all this shit. God forbid any of you ever have to do something like that. I hope and pray. Listen, if prayer is real, and if God's real, and that's my only connection to this fucking creator of the universe, so that you guys will be fucking, safe and happy, I'm praying to God that none of you ever have to do anything like that. Well, yeah, you're right. You're right, friend. They're going to turn this kid into a fucking activist. Just like they fucking turned George Floyd, career criminal, into Jesus Christ activist. The guy's a dead activist. They take these fucking dead people, these dead scumbags, and they turn them into fucking activists. George Floyd don't give a fuck about Black Lives Matters. George Floyd just wants to get fucking high. What are you, fucking nuts? You think George Floyd would ever have given a flying fuck about Black Lives Matters? You guys are fucking crazy, man. You guys are fucking crazy. And this son of a bitch, Darrell Brooks will take it out on fucking innocent, pure white people. Because entitled, rich white Karens told him while sucking his big fat black penis that the white man's keeping him down. I think you're right, Slingshot Warrior. If there is a hell, I don't believe in hell, but in my opinion, based on biblical principle and biblical teaching, hell means common grave. But my point is, guys, again, right? If you don't think black people are racist and murderous and vengeful, you guys are fucking crazy. You guys are fucking nuts. And maybe I'm just talking to CNN. Maybe I'm just talking to CNN. The people that pretend like, oh, he was just running from the cops. These terrible white cops were chasing him down, so he had to go. So he had to plow through a parade. That's the route he had to take. By the way, he had to take that route. They wanted you to really believe that shit. And by the way, shame on you, fucking Rachella, for even repeating that, Rachella. Like the only way away from these cops was to plow through people at a parade. This is what they wanted you guys to believe. This is what they would have loved to have happened. Well, Marshall, you don't understand, Marshall. If you're black, I'm telling you something right now. You don't understand. A lot of white people do not believe black people are racist. You want to know why, Marshall? Because they never met a black person in their fucking lives. I forgot what author it was. I think it was a poet. Bragging how you know, bragging like you know how the niggers feeling cold and the sun's got so much soul. It's ironic. Yeah. Oh yeah. But again, Marshall, here's the deal. These people here do not believe that black people are racist. It's impossible. They're living in la la land. And they think somehow every white person deserves it. It's really bizarre. It's like a form of brainwash. Don't be a stereotype, guys. That's all I got to tell you. Don't be a fucking stereotype. I tell it to my black friends all the time. I say, you're really acting like a stereotype right now. I said, do you know that? What I wanted is what I understand is why blacks are concerned about Kyle Rittenhouse. Well, again, it's a white kid. They don't like a certain. Listen, they want everyone to believe that white people are so fucking terrible. I'm telling you something right now. Most of these fucking black activists, I guarantee you, white people sign their paychecks. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. Whoopi Goldberg, I guarantee you, a white person signs her fucking paycheck. and there was a black guy walked into a white church. The same. Yeah, I know, but Slingshot. Listen, I'm not talking to you or Marshall. You guys seem like you understand. I'm talking to people like Rachella, like fucking Rachella, and these fucking white bitch Karens that fucking think that this is impossible. There must have been a murder wasp in his vehicle, and he couldn't control it. He was trying to get away from the murder wasp in his vehicle, or there were some racist white cops chasing him. Come on. Well, the president of ABC doesn't sign checks. First of all, man, I don't know if you know how it works. The president's the president, but there's fucking there's whatever the fuck they call it. There's chairman or whatever. And my point is that all you self-hating white people, this is the reason why this shit happened. I'm not blaming black people for this. I'm blaming this one black person for doing it. But I'm blaming a lot of white people for this. A lot of white people for this. Especially white media, who are in fact anti-white. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you think that I'm full of shit, go ask anyone. Go ask any ex-Rhodesian what happens when people lie to them. When people lie to blacks. When white people lie to blacks. The Soviet Union went in there, told these black people, "Oh, you could do it too. Don't worry about it." It was just these white colonists that totally these capitalist white colonists that fucking did this to you. You could run your own government. It was white people telling black people that they were getting screwed by other white people. It's a fucking game, I'm telling you. The same white people who have created everything that we all own. We all own everything that was ever created on this planet, right? 99% of it. 99% of it is due to a white person. You hate white people so much, don't use it. Don't drive a car. Don't use the internet. Boycott white people if you truly believe this. See where that gets you. Yeah, but Marshall, you know what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to prove a point. That being racist gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere in life. And you can't pick and choose. If you're truly a lover or a devout Christian, you can't be racist. I'm sorry. You can't even hate your enemy. Well, Magda, if you want to start talking about atrocities, why are we going to start with white people? White people weren't here first. Let's talk about all the fucking Indian genocide that was going on here way before any of us fine white people got here and put an end to it. You don't want to hear about that, right? Because that would be racist. Because you would have to get a bunch of white people to dig deep into history to find out that these fucking Indians were native scumbags. And let me tell you something. 99% of the world's fucking genocide that's going on right now is not white. Well, I agree with you, Magda. The English are scumbags. They're the biggest scumbags on the face of the earth. But I'll tell you something right now. Look at the rest of the world because of the English. There's an airport in every fucking country. You want to know why? Because of colonization. And you don't like that? Well, guess what? That brought the world up to speed. Can you imagine if the English never did that? They'd still be driving around in fucking Barney fucking rubble fucking cars over there. Look at fucking Cuba. What do you think? Africa would have been up to fucking par with the rest of the world if it wasn't colonized? What are you fucking nuts? There's technology out there, guys. I'm sorry. Technology exists. There's some technology that the rest of the world doesn't have. Should we share it with people? I'm gonna say no because you know what? When you do share it with the rest of the world, it's considered racist and colonizing and fucking all this fucking other crap. White people, stop insisting that you share. Stop sharing with people and see how the rest of the world works. See how the rest of the world, is on their own. See what happens. There's a reason why they're driving 1950s cars. They're polluted. They're polluting everything. They're polluting everything over Magda. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. I had a real conversation with someone, and I think the rules have to start changing, guys. By the way, especially people who want to participate. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I know not everybody here can take a joke 24 hours a day, right? So when you can't, especially if you're participating with us, you gotta let us know. Hey, listen, this is I'm about to have one. Okay. Then we keep our mouth shut. I'll zip my mouth. There'll be no conversation about it. And then you got to tell me when it's okay to start doing it again. Because when it comes to real life, all right, I'm not here for real life. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm here for drama. I'm here for comedy. I'm here for all this crap. All right. So when it gets too much, listen. I don't deny anyone access from me except for one person, and there's a good reason why I have to deny them access. Well, Mexico and Canada. I'm going to tell you something right now. The only reason why Mexico and Canada are even anyone's talking about them is because they border the United States. That's the only reason. Think about it. The only reason why you hear anything about you don't hear anything about Guatemala or any of these fucking countries that border Mexico. You think that's strange? I mean, come on, guys, get your heads out of your ass. Yes, we listen, guys. Don't don't tell me that Mexico's beautiful because you're a white person vacationing in Mexico. All right, I want to hear that from a real Mexican. I love these fucking white bitches that go to Mexico and they're like, oh, it's so beautiful. There was so much fun. Yay! Yeah, because you went there with your husband's money and you fucking bought all these drinks and you got to hang out on the beach. You're not living in Mexico. You vacation there, and I guarantee you there weren't real Mexicans there. You want to hang out with some real Mexicans? Get on the back of a garbage truck. Fuck you, stupid fucking people. It's funny how most Americans um, never realize how important Canada is. Hey, hey, out of the wire. You know what? When I was a kid, my father used to tell me this. He goes, you realize how lucky we are? We live in America, and our neighbor to the south of us, right? It's fucking, it's basically like a place where you can go there, spend all your money, and still come back with thousands and thousands. It's like a playland. It's like there's a big pay gap there. And he goes, the neighbors to the north of us, no one really cares about the neighbors to the north. They don't bother us. Nothing. We got it so fucking good, so good. No one's ever gonna fuck with us, David. That's what my father used to tell me. He goes, that's why we don't live in Europe. Europe's a fucking hellhole. You always got to worry about fucking these other countries. You don't have to worry about Canada or fucking Mexico. What a joke. We live next to these fucking joke countries. We're very lucky. We're very lucky that we live next to these fucking loser countries. Thank you, comedian. Thank you. Yeah, I want. I mean, I'm sorry. I want to go to Mexico. You can't even drink the fucking water there. I mean, come on. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Mexico's beautiful. You can't even fucking. You gotta watch out about the ice that you put in your fucking drink over there, because you're gonna end up in the hospital dying from Montezuma's fucking revenge. Jesus Christ. This is almost as worse as G Mengo's telling you, yeah, you can go wherever you want. No one should be able to tell you where to go on YouTube. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. But I have to I will say this. You sure slingshot? Slingshot, I'm running hard today, dude. I'm running hard. I don't know if you can handle this. I don't know why I would love to come to Canada if you would invite me to Canada. I would truly love it. But I don't know why. Listen, I got no reason to go to Canada. I'm sorry. But I would love to come visit Canada. Canada looks beautiful, and it's not as fucking like you gotta remember, like, dude, I'm living on the Northeast, man. It's just, like, fucking so congested here, so congested. Listen, I'm sure there's lovely people everywhere. I'm sure. Come on. The Canadians don't really have anything to complain about. Think about it. They have a powerhouse. The world, listen, the world leader, the world leader is their next door neighbor. They don't have to fucking worry about anything. Hold on, let me get Slingshot Warrior a link. I would love it. I would love it. Thank you, Sierra text messenger. I'll call you after the show. You got a place to stay here, Noodles. You and Pete can come over. That's awesome. Out on the wire. I would love to do that. I never traveled out of the country out on the wire. But if I was going to go somewhere, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'd go to Canada first. My father goes there every once in a while. What my father does is they go up to like Maine. They take this cruise out into Canada. They spend the day out there, and then they come back. They stay up in Maine. And, you know, he says it's beautiful. Oh, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, Florida, as far as I know it, Florida is the biggest runaway state known to man. Known to man. Well, Magda, invite me to Monte Carlo, and I'll fucking go to Monte Carlo. No one's inviting me to these places, Magda. I just don't show up. Listen, if I'm a guest somewhere, that's amazing. If someone's inviting me somewhere to see what they see and experience, that's awesome. I'm being honest. But I'm telling you something right now. If you came here, I don't know what the fuck I'd show you. I really don't know what I would show you. And I'm not that type of guest either. I really don't. I mean, host. I really don't like. You got to remember, the biggest part of my day is hanging out with my dogs. I love hanging out with my dogs. Yes, yes, Marshall. Absolutely, absolutely. Florida is the biggest runaway state for fucking losers ever, and it's filled with Jews. Filled with Jews. Where the hell is Slingshot Warrior? I just sent Slingshot Warrior a link. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Oh yeah, Michelle Kate's house. Well, it's funny you say that, Magda, because I just got off the phone with her, and I was like, Michelle, listen, Anderson's coming up here in a couple weeks. You gotta be ready to meet him. I mean, the guy can't just come up here and you're not gonna meet Anderson. She goes, well, I don't know because my father. I'm like, Michelle, you got nothing going on. Just fucking come on. You can't do that to the guy. You can't. He said his KKK meeting. Yeah, he's waiting for the KKK meeting. Right. I've been in Jersey twice. I love Jersey. The music scene is great. Well, that's the other thing. Out on the wire, I got burnt out on that. Like I don't like. I'm just used to it. You know what I want to do out on the wire? I want to do more camping. I want to do more. Fucking camping and more pot. Fucking camping and weed. That's what I want to do. I'm being serious too. I've done the whole Rambo thing. I've done the whole rock star thing. The sexy chic thing. I've already done that. I was in the weightlifting scene. Now I just want to be one with nature and psychotropics. There's this one. There's this one douchebag Canadian survivalist that I watch, and he hangs out with his dog all the time. The guy's such a douchebag, and he looks like a typical French Canadian douchebag. You know, I would like to run into him and beat the living shit out of him. Hang out with his dog. You should take us to the shore. I don't. No, 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 no. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I truly hate the ocean. I truly hate the ocean. I'm okay with rivers. I'm okay with whatever. That's kind of cool. But I don't get me wrong. I love drinking water, but I do not like being around water. Water creeps me the fuck out. The ocean can go to hell. Especially the Jersey Shore. I remember. I remember the Real Noodles 1980 took a shit next to me in the water one time in the when we were down in Point. No, we were in Seaside Park. We're in Seaside Park, and I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't get out of the water fast enough. He's like, oh, I'm shitting in the water. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? And he's like, and then from that day on, I was like, oh, that's right. There's feces in the ocean. There's dead animals. There's blood. There's all this fucking crap in the ocean. No, thank you. No fucking thank you. Truly disgusting. Well, it's unique to you. It's unique to you. I got bad memories. I want to talk about PTSD. Let's talk about the Jersey Shore. If you're from Jersey, I guarantee you got PTSD from the Jersey Shore. Guaranteed. No, I'm not even kidding. Well, this guy's a douchebag. His name's like Ribbit, or I forgot the fuck his name was. But look, just I guess just search Canadian survivalist. Um, he used to come up in my fucking feeds all the time. He always are walking around with the fucking dog. I mean, I enjoy watching his shit, but like he's so fucking like so pompous. Like he would be like like someone found his like he thinks he owns the fucking woods. Yeah, well then you got to deal with trash like that, Magda. A lot of trash in the Jersey Shore. Lots of trash. I got to get some money from Johnny What tonight, guys. Don't let me forget to get money from Johnny What. You know what I was thinking about the other day? I should have told this girl no. I can't watch her dog. I can't watch her dog. I just want to. I wouldn't mind another dog in the house with Tino and Wishbone. Plus this dog. I kind of know this dog. I like this dog. I haven't seen this dog. But you know, I put it to you this way: I'm gonna be off Thursday to Monday. All right. I could have went all the way out to fucking Maryland, and actually we could have drove down to Florida. But no, I gotta watch a fucking dog from Friday to Saturday. Well, there's a lot of Jewish people, Bergs. I don't know. What do you want me to do about that? What do you want me to start rounding them up, Bergs? The clubs on the shore are great. Stone Pony, the Brown Room Center. I love them all. I, you know, we used to go to this place called it was what was it? It was down in fucking Asbury Lanes. We used to go to the Asbury Lanes. And they used to have some good shows there at the Asbury Lanes. But then again, you're in Asbury Park. Asbury Park's a fucking shithole. And I remember I went there once. I was like, "Oh, this place is pretty nice, like whatever." And then every single time someone asked me if I wanted to go see a show down there, I was like, "Nah." So we gotta go down to Asbury Park. You could have driven to West Virginia. Listen, we could have done a lot of things. West Virginia's coming to me. Put it to you that way. Bells, bells. I don't see Bergs. Does he have me chat block? Probably fake. Well, the Berg show is insisting that you're Jewish, man. You know, again, I don't know what Bergs wants me to do about it. Some of my best friends are Jewish. I wish they weren't Jewish, but they are. Same things with those rascally black friends that I have. I look at them all the time. I say, man, I wish you weren't black. I really wish you weren't black. And then my Korean friends say, oh man, life would be so much better if you weren't Korean. Glenda Sully used to live in Asbury Park. Magda, Asbury Park is trash. Trash, 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 trash. I mean, there if you live in New Jersey, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. Some of those roads are covered in sand. That is the most disgusting fucking thing ever. John Camillo lives in a county like that, where they got sandy roads. Sandy roads. That equals trash. In New Jersey, when there's sand on the road, that equals trash. I think once you get past exit like 102 or whatever, it all of a sudden the roads become very sandy, very sandy. Yeah, well, they try to sell it to you like that out on the wire. They want you to think that like, oh, Asbury Park, like it's all these like fucking like these up and coming artists or from no, there's a bunch of junkies, a bunch of junkies like Brick and Red Bank and all that. Like, get the fuck out of here! Come on, man, it's fucking Jersey. Being I don't know. You know what, Magda? I think that New Jersey is so unwelcoming. It's one of those states that's very unwelcoming. I mean, you can't drive if you're from out of town and you're driving through my town. The cops are going to pull you over. There's no doubt about that. They don't like out of towners in my town. They don't like out of towners in Jersey. I don't know if you ever saw that movie, Nothing But Trouble, with Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd and John Candy, Demi Moore. But that's where John Camillo lives down there. I'm telling you. Oh, Magda, you got to remember this is also the most corrupt state. The most corrupt state. All our governors have been fucking nothing but scumbags. Nothing but scumbags. And everybody's used to it. I think I grew up with Florio and Whitman or forget the fuck, whatever. Or sheriffs are corrupt. All this shit. It's just corruption across the board. And you got to pay to play in New Jersey. I'm telling you right now. If you don't know somebody, then you ain't anybody. I'm telling you right now. They'll fucking kill you and bury you out here and forget about you on purpose. Yeah, a bunch of animals. I'm telling you. The one thing about the Northeast that people don't realize is that, you know, you're getting a certain kind of immigrant that moves here. It's like the asshole immigrant always moves to the East Coast, the Northeast, especially where I live. And if you're not an asshole, you soon will become an asshole. And you'll raise asshole kids. And they won't give a flying fuck about anything or anyone. I'm telling you right now. Because that's how you survive out here. You want to go get a bagel? Well, guess what? You're getting harassed when you go get a bagel. Oh, and God forbid you tell anybody where you're from. They'll just make fun of you. It's like a fucking state full of Rodney Dangerfields. I'm telling you. You think I'm kidding too? It's sink or swim out here, and they don't want any sinkers out here. There's no life vests out here, and in fact, they enjoy watching people drown out here. I'm telling you, they get a kick at it. Every once in a while, you run into a nice person, but then it turns out that they're a kitty toucher or something like that. I swear to God. You know, back growing up, when I was a kid, you know, someone's uncle or cousin or brother was in prison for some kind of fucking, you know, like bad corruption, like some kind of bad corrupt shit. I mean, think about it. Think about who I went to school with, Magda. Think about this. In the same fucking school, Magda. In the same school, all right? Same school that Bill Maher graduated from. I was in high school with a mafia prince and Mark Bray in the same classroom. I was in the same classroom with Mark Bray, Ralph Gigante, and myself. Oh, and Craig Harmon too. Think about that. Oh, and by the way, Richard Cunningham, the Manhattan Ripper, the guy who looks like Santa, he went to my high school too. The Iceman lived a couple towns away. You think it's a small world, but it's not. Well, out on the wire, out on the wire. Before, I don't know if I should ask you here out on the wire, but out on the wire, are you like some sexy young guy? Because I don't know if I want you around seasons. I have a feeling that you're kind of wealthy. Especially because of those donations that you've been giving me. Those amazing, amazing donations. Where the fuck is Slingshot Warrior? Let me call Slingshot Warrior. I'll be right back. Be right back. Hey, Mels, what's up? What's up, girl? Oh, I'll be right back. Oh, by the way, did you guys see that Marcelo Rome video that he did of Rich Life when Rich Life was trying to say goodbye in different languages and he said like Oscar La Visca? I watched that 10 times. I watched that 10 times. It was so funny. Oscar La Visca. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, but are you sexy? I don't know. Because again, man, I can't be going up to fucking Canada to your fucking mansion and you're some sexy asshole, and then fucking, I got to go back to Jersey and Seasons is right there. She's only a couple miles from you. I'll be right back. Let me call Slingshot. Oscar La Visca. Um, oh. Yeah, out on the wire. I think you might be a little too sexy to be bringing Seasons Clayton around your crib. Being that you don't live that far from her, I don't know, out on the wire. Not that I don't trust you, it's just that I don't trust Seasons' lust for orgasms, because Seasons had multiple orgasms on my penis, and it was just too easy. It was just too easy. There's something up with that girl. I'm telling you right now. It was like, it was like she touched an electric fence or something like that. She couldn't stop. She couldn't break free from it. That's how the orgasm was. So I'm assuming that, you know, no, it's pretty cool on the wire. Yeah, on the wire. I'm serious. I would definitely. I mean, I don't want to put you out. I don't want to make you whatever. But plus, that'd be a fucking. Well, I guess it would be like going to Seasons. Like you're like, are you kind of on the border up there or no? Yeah, but you know what, Magda? I guarantee you, I guarantee you, he likes it. That's the reason why he does that. I know what kind of guy he is. Raking all those leaves. I guarantee you he's very well dressed. He's got the fucking, he's got the fucking flannel on. He's always smiling, never breaking a sweat, raking up those leaves. The women are all driving by his house, waving to him. He's always at the grocery store. The women are coming up to him, asking what's going on. How's he been? He probably teaches like fucking like youth soccer or something like that. Yeah, exactly, Magda. Exactly. Nice try out on the wire. Nice try. Yes, I know Mel's Bells. Mel's Bells, maybe you should hop on that. You need a good dickin', deep dickin'. Oh fuck, really? Dude. It's 2021, only out on the wire and Rich Life's um, mother rake their own leaves. What's wrong with raking your own leaves? I'm gonna be honest with you. I blow. I blow my own leaves. I don't rake shit. I got a fucking Red Max 7500, and the only reason why I didn't get the 8500 was because there wasn't one in the shop. So I settled for the 7500. I thought maybe the 85 would have been overkill, but guess what? It's not. Magda, knock it off, Magda. Yes, Mel's. Mel's, don't you live out in Texas or something? Do they even have leaves in Texas? I have a nice Red Max. Dude, Red Max all the way, man. Red Max all the way. Fuck Husqvarna. Fuck all that shit. Red Max is the best. Red Max all the way. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that fucking Red Max, man, when I first got it, I never replaced any fucking O-rings or anything like that. That thing's still running like a beast. I bought that thing back in like 2012 when I got the house. I was out. I fucking put that. I turned it. Well, is it the 8,000 or the 8,500? I wanted to get the 8 series, the 8,500. I think it was. Yes. Oh, dude, my grass. I had when I first moved in there, I had to treat my lawn because my backyard is kind of like on a hill, and my entire property was surrounded by oak and maple trees. Right? I don't own any trees on my property. I have bushes, right? But no trees. My neighbors have all these fucking trees. And what happens is it gets like a fungus under the grass, so I have to treat it. But the first year I went back there, I had this fucking blower, dude. It ripped up all the fucking moss. It ripped up all the moss. It was so cool. That's how strong that fucking thing was. Yeah, there you go. He's got a fucking tractor. Well, out on the wire, you seem to be showing off today, and I don't really like that. You're about to be kicked out of here. 8,500 is the newest model. Okay, well, that's the one I wanted. I got the 7,500. And when I got that sucker, dude, I'm telling you right now, you know how many fucking people wanted to borrow it? And everyone that came back was like, dude, like this thing's a beast. I'm like, yeah, can you imagine the 8,500? And they would look at me like, no. I know Mel's Bells. Enough, Mel's Bells. Enough. No more talk, Mel's Bells. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, JD, you got to understand that I have a very small property. Very small property. I mean, the properties over here. I'll show you. I'll show you the properties over here. And they're not that big. You know, they're not that big. These are how big the properties are. They're not that big. It's not like, hold on, guys. I'm trying to let an Oriental woman cross the road, and they're the worst. They are the worst. Oriental women walking. You would think that they were terrible driving. Well, guess what? They're not. Well, Magda, you're not a man, or unless at least you're not a macho man. Macho men love their tools. You know, and this is a guy. I'm telling you right now. I feel like I know exactly who Out on the Wire is. Not like I know who he is, like his docs or anything. Like I feel like I know this guy. I know what kind of guy he is. He knows a little bit about everything, some more than others, and he does it the right way. That's what kind of guy he is. He doesn't cut corners. But if he does, he's the type of guy who's just like, you know what, fuck it, that's not going to hurt anything. Oh, my God. Out on the Wire. Stop. You know, this is why, Out on the Wire donated like $400 to me so far. 400. And I thought to myself, I'm like, how is this guy affording this? He's got a Rubicon, he's got a fucking a shop, all this crap, and I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck is he afford? And the shit went through. The 400 went through. I spent it already. Spent it all on cigarettes. But regardless, I'm telling you something right now. I don't have the loot to fucking be giving people fucking $400. Well, I mean, I did when I gave Nick the 400. But my point is, this guy's dropping fucking cash on me like it's no one's business. Like I'm a fucking hooker, so like I'm a stripper. I was telling Anderson the other day, I was like, dude, I should quit my job and just do live streams nonstop as long as this guy Out on the Wire is around. See, Out on the Wire. I know your type. I know your type, dude. Dude, I wish I had a truck again, man. This winter's gonna suck without that truck, dude. Like my back hurt so bad last winter, right? I was so happy I had the truck. I didn't even fucking plow the driveway. I didn't even fucking plow the driveway. I just fucking do that. I threw that thing in the fucking four low and fucking just reversed it right into the driveway. Well, you're too kind Out on the Wire. You're also a humble guy. Not giving me that much money. Get the fuck out of here. You're very humble. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. You don't have to do anything. It's too much sometimes. Too much. But I'll take it. I take it all the time. Like I don't know why is that type of guy. If it's raining out, his hair looks great wet. The shirt, the shirt shrinks on him so you can see all his muscles. You know what I mean? Like he looks like he's one of those guys. He looks even good wet. Me, I got to put a fucking hat on to make sure, or constantly push my hair to the side, to make sure that you guys don't see the bald spot. Alan Wire's got a full, thick head of hair, guaranteed, guaranteed. Very thick teeth, guaranteed. To have very thick teeth. Juice, what's up? Yeah, see, this is what, dude. I know, Juice. Please, Juice, do not rejoice in this, please. Noodles, I want that bitch Jody girl blocked from here upon entry. She caused me to get blocked at Jake's. Really? Why is she doing that? You and Jody girl have a very rocky relationship. There must be like some sketchy past going on between you and Jody girl. I'm gonna trim my nose here. Yeah, but you know what? You know what? I guarantee you, Out on the Wire is the type of guy. If he goes to the bar, right? He has a good time, but you never see him drunk. You never see him drunk. He's always in total control. What a fucking asshole. Ah, the juice is on heroin. Marshall. Ah, uh, oh my god. Out on the wire. Out on the wire. Out on the wire. Are you sure your real name isn't Bruce Springsteen? I think you might actually be Bruce Springsteen with all this money. Oh my god. Oh, dude, Juice, me too, man. I was telling someone the other day, if they ever raid my house, right? Like I think most people who are gun people will get it, but if it ever made the paper, like how many fucking rounds or how many guns they find in my house and all this shit, they're gonna think that I was like some kind of fucking terrorist. This is one thing that people don't really understand is like most gun people not only just have like I think most gun people have about maybe 5 guns, right? I have like 35. I had 80 at one time, right? Now that was because I was a dealer, but then you got to remember that a lot of gun people have ammunition. They have bullets. They have a lot of bullets because you buy them when the price is low. You buy a lot of them. You buy them in bulk. You're not going to buy just one box of bullets. You're going to buy thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds. That's why when I hear about these people that were, they went to this guy's house. They found 5,000 rounds of fucking what? It's like, yeah, that's typical. That's typical. I probably have 1,000,000 bullets in my basement. I'm not even joking. My house caught on fire. There would be a fucking nuclear explosion. Nuclear explosion. Yes, Carl. We know, Carl. Carl, I saw you on those other channels talking smack about me, Carl. I'll never forgive you ever again, Carl. Kidding. Mm. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, dude, at one time I had 80 registered guns. I remember I remember my father got a phone call from the police one day. They're like, Joe, what's going on over there? I was like, what are you talking about? because David keeps coming in with all these permits, and I call them up. I mean, it's illegal what they can't ask. They can't ask. It's none of their business. But I told him, I said, dude, I'm not, I'm selling these, and I'm trying, I was working under an FFL, and it's for me to have them. I mean, if you want me to do it legally or do you want me to do it illegally? That's basically what I told them. And they're like, no, I just want to make sure because it raises a red flag. I was like, well, let me start selling guns out of my house. And at the time, you couldn't do that. Dude, I had a chance to own a Barrett. I think they wanted 10 or 11 grand for it back. And this was back in the early 2000s. It was a lot of money this guy wanted. A lot of money. And I was like, nah. Because at the time, this is when you got to remember the early 2000s was probably like the heyday of guns, all right? Because we just got out of the fucking the assault weapons ban bullshit, right? And all these military surplus rifles from all over the world were coming into the United States. All the Cold War era fucking shit that people had stockpiled all over the world, like from Czechoslovakia or the Czech Republic to fucking even Russia to China to fucking wherever. It was all coming into the United States. Now all that shit's dried up. The Cold War ended, and all these people were selling off all their fucking all these militaries and all these countries were selling off all their guns. You guys got to remember this too. Gun owners in the United States, right? They're not just buying guns; they're buying guns from countries like Russia. Russia was selling guns to United States citizens. The only country that was gay about that was fucking Germany. I think Germany and France and I don't know where the fuck we were getting all our Enfields from. Maybe we were getting all our Enfields from like fucking from India. I'm not really sure, but my point is that it was $80 a round now. What the fuck? Really? Yeah, dude, Carl, I would never buy one. I wouldn't be able to afford to shoot it. It's ridiculous. I joined a range out in western New Jersey called Cherry Hill. It was this outdoor range, very nice range, but you can only shoot at. It was only 300 yards. So these motherfuckers, right? No joke, would come out and they would have 50 caliber day, right? And this was back. This was back in the early 2000s, maybe 2006, 2007. And back then, you were able to buy military surplus 50 BMG. So these guys were getting all this shit, and they weren't realizing that they were putting tracer rounds into these fucking rifles. They weren't. They didn't realize that. They fucking set the mountain on fire and closed down the fucking range for like, I think it was like something like 6 months. The state came after the state of New Jersey does not like guns. They do not. They're very gun. They're not friendly to gun people. They're not. So what happened was they set this fucking mountain on fire. The state comes in and goes, "You got to clean up all this lead." It was a big deal. Big deal. That's when I started buying up all the AKs I could. Like right now I have three AKs. I have two Chinese, one Russian. I sold off all my SKSs. Um, oh man, I had a ton of SKS. I couldn't even get rid of them at one point. I had like 10 fucking Yugos at one point that I was trying to get rid of. I bought them for like $100 a piece. At the time when those came out, it was very sketchy. And these things were still in Cosmoline. Yeah. You know what, Juice? I had one of those M1As from I had an M1A in 308. I got rid of all my 308 shit. I had an M1A. I had a fucking PTR 91. I hated all my 308s. I mean, the M1A was kind of cool, but when I start, I took that thing out one day, dude, to shoot 300 with it. I wasn't impressed. I got rid of that thing so fast, so fast. Now, yeah, 3 calibers, you're right. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. In my house, right, I have 5.56, 7.62 by 39, and a shitload of fucking 9mm. That's it, and a bunch of 22. That's all I ever stocked up on. Oh, and of course, like a bunch of 12 gauge that I've accumulated over the years. You should sell Bergs a 22. Tell him it will blow somebody in half. Dude, he really wanted a shotgun. He wanted to know what would really fuck someone up. Like put a real big hole in them. I swear to God, Carl. Did you get the juice? Did you have the synthetic? Or did you get the walnut stock? I had the walnut. I had the basic standard one. And it was a nice rifle, but you know. My friend, you know what? My friend actually converted his his Remington 700 to 6.5 Creedmoor. Dude, he was hitting. There's a place out in upstate New York, actually out in Kingston, New York, where you can shoot up to a mile, and he was nailing plates up to a mile with that fucking 6.5. Yeah, I should have got the synthetic. You know what I wanted? I wanted the Scout. I should have got the Scout with the fucking rail on it, but I just got the standard one. And I remember it was like at the time I bought it, it was like I think it was just under $1,000. Now they're like $2,000, dude. Probably two and change. You know what I would like to get, Juice? Um, I would like to get one of those fucking high points that they started making, the Springfield high points. I mean, not hot points, high powers. I always wanted an original high power. I think at the time I could get one for like $600, but I can never understand. Like, it was like kind of like, eh. The worst thing I ever bought, Juice. Worst thing I ever bought. I bought one of those fucking I bought one of those Sig Sauer friggin' 1911s. The XO, the Sig Sauer XO, I think it was. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. Yeah, I was into the LWRC too. I have an LWRC. I have one of the original SPR LWRCs when they came out. Um, and when it came out, it was a big deal. I remember that's when the Reaper came out and all this shit. So I decided to buy decided to buy the SPR. Right, I buy the SPR. I bring it to the range, and this was like when like LWRC was like the shit. Everyone was talking, oh god, it's like the Cadillac of fucking ARs. I bring it to Cherry Ridge. I put 2 rounds through it, and it's not extracting. And it's fucking the bullets are fucking getting you know no they're nose diving and shit into the fucking barrel and all. Like what the fuck? So thankfully, the guy who sold it to me at Ramsey Outdoor called up LWRC and was one of the reps, and the rep got on the phone with me, which is really cool. And this is why I'll never talk bad about LWRC. I think they're extremely overpriced, to be honest with you. And I wouldn't buy one, but they have awesome customers. This guy spent an hour on the phone with me, by the way. And what they did was, remember um, the nickel plated fucking bolts that they were coming out with? They fucked up on the coating process, and I had to send it back, and they gave me a brand new bolt carrier. Yeah, I have an LMT too. That was I have an LMT. Uh, the lower actually says for this was one of the original LMTs after the fucking after the assault weapons ban came out. This is my favorite AR too. This is my favorite AR. The lower actually said for government and law enforcement use only. So after the fucking assault weapons ban bullshit, they had all these lowers that were marked with that. Those are going to be worth a lot of money. And it was a real lower. It was a real lower that was marked like that. Yeah, I know. The LMT all the way, man. I'm telling you. And you know what? I should have bought if I wanted to, if I was going to buy another, if I was going to ever buy another piston AR, I would have bought the LMT. I actually bought the Ruger piston when that first came out, and I fucking sold that thing right away. I sold that thing right away. I bought, you know what I bought that was actually really awesome? I bought a Delton upper. I bought a Delton dissipator upper, right? And the problem with the Deltons, right? Because you could buy them for like, I think at the time when I bought mine, it was like $200. They were selling fucking dissipator uppers for $200, Delton, right? So I get this thing. I fucking go to shoot it. I'm like, whoa, dude, it's like shooting a 22. It's like shooting just like a 22. I was like, this is awesome. And then I started running 223, Wolf 223 through it. Didn't cycle it at all. So I called Delton, and they're like, yeah, it's because the gas block is like the original, gas block for the A2 or whatever. And to really cycle that, you're going to need like a mid-length gas block up. I was like, can you guys do that? And the guy over the phone actually told me, he's like, no. He's like, we can't do that. But I forgot what company was doing it. Palmetto State Armory. Palmetto State Armory was making a dissipator with a mid-length gas system. I never got the Scar 17. I did hold one out in Tennessee, and I thought it was awesome because it was so light. But that was like $3,000. $3,000 for that. Yeah, probably, again, yeah, maybe an H&K or LMT. Well, I'm going to tell you something right now, Juice. I'm going to tell you something right now, and no one, maybe you'll understand it, but the only rifle, right, that I can tell you right now without a doubt that could run anything or any AR that can run anything, dude, I mean anything, is my fucking old Bushmaster, my first AR I ever bought. It was a Bushmaster XM, whatever the fuck it was, 15. That thing, dude, that thing runs everything. Everything. That's a great rifle. And that was when they were making them with 14, the 14.5 barrels. They had to fucking put that brake on it to friggin' make it legal. But I'm telling you something right now, man. That thing was awesome. You have 7 aim point T2s? I only have one. Dude, I bought one of those. I think that was going for like $600 back in fucking like the early 2000s when those came out. The mid, you know what I bought that was actually pretty cool. I still use my aim point T2. Wait, is the T2 the one with the night vision capable? That's the one I bought with the night vision. That's what I got. I got the LaRue mount on it too. Same thing. Yep. I got the LaRue quick release mount. Yeah. But I also have I bought a 1-to-4 power aim point with the green chevron reticle on it. That thing I like a lot. I also bought the aim point 3 times the 3 times magnifier for the T2. I want to buy one of those Comp M4s or whatever the fuck they are. You know what? I use my dildo. My dildo doesn't. Wait, what? Yeah, I do. So Juice. I just looked for the mount, like the flip mount. The one, the the one that I have the twist mount that you put on, you twist it on for the aim point, three times magnification. But I wanted to take that off and get the flip mount. Dude, the flip mount's like $800. Oh, I never got that dust. I never got that. Well, LaRue, what? LaRue is a city or something in Texas, right? I remember there was a big push for Texas stuff back in the early 2000s, especially with Shiner. Shiner became a big fucking thing up here. Well, I'll tell you what Aimpoint product fucking sucks are those fucking Aimpoint reflex fucking sights. That thing fucking blows, dude. I've tried to put that thing on everything. I fucking hate it. I hate it. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was a Trigicon. The Trigicon reflex sight. I fucking hate that thing, man. I hate it. I think it's a Trigicon. Yeah, it's a Trigicon. Oh, Dead Center, Texas. Okay. Uh, oh, what about like BCM? Have you ever bought any BCM stuff? Yeah, but dude, I got that like RX fucking whatever reflex site from Trigicon. It sucks, dude. It sucks ass. I hate that thing. I had the original Trigicon fucking sights on my Glock, my Gen 2 Glock. And one of the fucking beads is still lit up. That's what the dude, that's like 20 something years ago. It's over 20 years ago. It's like a 30-year-old gun. It's a 30-year-old gun and that thing's still fucking lit up, dude. 30 years. Yeah. When I was coming back from Florida, I did stop at the fucking Palmetto State Armory, the place. That place is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, what do you think about red dots on pistols? When that shit first came out, man, I was looking at buying one because what Trigicon came out with that RMR and dude, I didn't like it. Yes, Jamie. Yes. Someone called in a bomb threat, Jamie. Can't believe it. They said it was a robotic voice. And there's really nothing else I really want. I mean, there hasn't been any cool shit in a couple years that's come out. Yeah, right? I don't, but Juice, I see a lot of cops carrying them now. Yeah, I got a G20 too. I love that G20, man. I love my G20. I got that thing ready to go on my fucking counter, man. I bought a fucking piece of shit Olight for that thing. I slap that on there and I just keep it on my counter. Yeah, but I don't know about if it's a trend because I'm seeing a lot of cops carrying those. I've seen a lot of cops carrying those. You remember? Do you remember the old red dots? We had an original one. I don't know if it was Aimpoint that made it, but it had this like I think it was for sporting. And what happened? It had like a bulb on the top of it, like a plastic or glass bulb with a red filament that went through it. And when you look down the fucking when you look down the friggin' the sight, if the light hit it, it lit up. No. That's the other thing, dude. I can't find 10 millimeter anywhere. I wanted a 10 millimeter for when I went upstate, you know, and because I used to so when I go upstate, right? I usually go I usually shoot when I go I poach grouse and fucking red squirrel and mink and all this shit. Whatever we can kill up there, I'll kill. But I'd always keep a slug or a couple slugs in my 12 gauge just in case, because there's some nasty bears up there. There's some nasty bears up there. I figured I would just carry the 10 millimeter up there, and instead of having to carry like Eh. Oh gosh, it's weird. No, you can't, man. What? It's 15 rounds of fucking 10 millimeter, dude. I wouldn't fuck with that if I was a bear. No fucking way. You know what I really wanted, dude, that I never bought, and I wanted it just to shoot it was because we had a range gun. We had a Smith and Wesson 500. Like I think it was the 4 inch barrel or whatever. It was the ridiculous one. It was the rescue one, you know. And we used to fucking turn the lights off down at the range and fucking shoot those Smith and Wesson 500s, dude. You go blind. It was fucking awesome. Yeah, dude. I I think the G20 is the way to go. I'm sorry, Dan Wesson. Fuck that. All right, come on, man. I'm not talking to you. Just fucking, dude. I'm not talking to you. You don't want to hear this. Then just fucking go, dude. Yeah, but let me ask you a question, Juice. Do you really think a 10 millimeter? I mean, you can probably kill anything if you shot it in the head with anything. You'd probably kill it with 22. But I mean, you really think a fucking 10 millimeter is gonna stop a fucking polar bear? I always thought the best guide gun would have been an AK. I'm pretty sure if you unloaded, 30 rounds into a fucking polar bear, I'm pretty sure it would stop it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I never shot like like big game. Actually, I'm going down to Florida for a pig hunt. Me and Slingshot Warrior are going down there, so that should be fucking awesome. I think I'm gonna go with my I'm gonna bring my AK. I'm gonna do it with the AK. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Carl. But this is the thing, like the G20, dude. You got 15 rounds in there, 15 rounds of fucking or 16, whatever. But I mean, that's it's a lot. Yeah. I bought that fucking Mossberg Shockwave, dude. Maybe that's the way to go, but still, I see most Canadian guides carry 12 gauge. I guess that's good enough. I mean, a 12 gauge can take down any North American animal, supposedly. But I'm pretty sure a fucking AK could too. 76, you know, 7.62 by 39, dude. Dude, I've seen that shit go through fucking cars, like through the engine block out the fucking trunk. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. I've actually seen someone light up a fucking. I think it was in Russia. This guy's dog was getting attacked by a fucking bear, and he like fucking unloaded on this fucking thing, and the thing still was going at the dog. He unloaded like they said it was an AK. I don't know. I'm sure it was Botter Magda, the Queef King, Botter. By the way, no one knows Botter. IP2 does not know Botter.
Who's Botter? I don't even know. This shit's just like playing in the fucking background.
And that's proof positive that they don't know him. They know me. It's so boring now. So fucking boring. Now Botter's turned into the biggest bitch ever. The biggest bitch. And Magda, just so you know, we got to slow down right now, Michelle. All right. Michelle's a budding flower. All right. She needs her space right now. All right. So delicate. Bears in Russia are rare, and only the army has AKs. Well, I know that most rifles in Russia are chambered in either that fucking 7.62 by 50, whatever the fuck it is, or 7.62 by 39. And I don't know, you know, in the United States we have these Russian imports, and they're basically AKs. I'm assuming you guys have them too. They just convert them. They put the Russian furniture on. I actually have one. I didn't realize this. Mine mine is from the Legion factory, which is technically a Tula. It's got the Tula markings on it from Ishev or whatever the fuck it is, which is worth a lot of money. I think the rest of them were like all Ishmael shit. I understand it's Botter, but who is that person? Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I don't know, Magda. Magda, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even care. Like, it seems like they're dropping all these hints. Like, I don't even give a fuck. I mean, if you find this interesting, like, I don't, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna knock you for it, but I don't find any of that stuff interesting. I don't follow Michelle around. You are the one stalking her and Danny. That's true. Oh man, if I knew, I would have bought like 10 of those fucking AKs. Right now, I would have been sitting on $20,000 if I'd bought 10 of them and used too. If they were brand new, oh my god, oh my god, I would have had like fucking 40 grand, $50,000. Just because, just because it says, it's got those Tula markings on. If you really want Potter out of the picture, then you need to get Anderson to block him too. Oh, come on, you know Anderson's in cahoots with Potter. Stop. You know what's going on there. Don't play stupid, man. If anyone, listen, if anyone thinks that no one knows who Potter is, you guys are fucking insane. You guys are insane. Well, listen, again, I don't restrict anyone. Like, for instance, Magda, whoever you're involved with, whoever you saw, I can't force you to do, everyone's able to do what they want, you know? I don't, I got to be careful what I say here because there's some people, Magda, I wish I could tell you in private, but I can't. So you got to trust me. There's some people that are affected by this person, and it's not. It's like they're targeted for they're people are being targeted for a very specific reason, and you know, I really wish I could speak freely about it. I have an alliance, and I could care less about anyone else. Well, but you do. You ask a lot of questions. You're very nosy, so you must care somewhat. But this targeting of certain people, it's like, come on. Like, certain people don't want to be in this, I enjoy it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I enjoy the danger, I enjoy the threats, I enjoy the, come and get me shit. You know, I'm a fighter, Magda, so I'm into it. But a lot of these people aren't. No, Magda, you don't. Those are the people that you know about, Magda. I'm telling you. Magda, trust me. I like having all the cards and choosing when to play them. I have been sitting on cards for over a year. Wow. Well, that's boring to me. I don't know. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. The shit that was sent to me. If I can't tell you guys about it, I'm not interested in it. You know. So I don't know, like the shit with John and Lolly. That's John shit. John should be able to. I don't want to use that shit. Like it's not mine. It's John's. I don't. Uh, you know what I mean. I can't get involved with that. No, but people. No, no, nothing was sent. It's something. When I hear about it, Magda, it's like, well, don't worry about it. But then I see why they're worrying about it. I get it because I haven't met Magda. Put it to you this way: the people, there's certain people that don't get involved with this because of certain reasons, and now they're being dragged into this crap, and it's like they tell me why they can't be, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like I wouldn't either if I was in that situation, but this fucking guy runs people off. I'm telling you. Nice. Nice, Juice. Juice, I need to get one of those. Yeah, what's the one? Is the 460 the one you could put two calibers through, like a 357? Is what is a 460 and a four something Kazoo or whatever? I was actually looking into buying one of those, but then I thought to myself, I'm like, what am I doing? Because it's a fucking, I'm gonna bring it up state and I'm gonna shoot it like three or four times, and then I'm not gonna be able to fucking yeah, the 450 Kazoo, right? Yeah. 45 long colt seems very boring to me. Very boring. The most boring gun I ever bought or ever owned, I didn't buy it, someone bought it for me, was when Charter Arms was selling they were selling the 44 special Bulldog, and someone bought that for me. I was like, what a cheap piece of shit. And they're like, yeah, but you realize what that is, right? I'm like, no, what is it? They're like, it's the Son of Sam gun. That's what the Son of Sam killed everybody with. And Charter Arms put it out again. I was like, yeah, dude, I shot that thing like maybe four or five times and put it. I was like, fuck this, I don't want it. I think I don't even know where the fuck I put that thing, to be honest with you. I think it's still in New York somewhere. Or putting it in a drawer and it disappearing in New York. So yeah, it's a collector's thing. Yeah, I get it. Jeez. Yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy that survival kit with the snub nose 500 and just put it away somewhere. Maybe shoot it a couple times, bring whatever. But I remember Mossberg came out with one of those. Smith and Wesson came out with one of those. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, I should have jumped on one of those. Yeah, the emergent. Yeah. I should have jumped on one of those. I was always one of those guys that, dude. I don't take. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the more beat up the gun is that I own, like I want it to look. I don't want it to look beat up, but if I see a gun that's in really good condition, I'm like I kind of get turned off by it. I don't like the look of new guns for some reason. But I'm trying to think of like anything like even that fucking that Bruno fucking pistol that came out. I don't care about that. I don't want that. I don't really want anything. There's nothing that came out recently that I fucking care about. Really. Trying to think. You know what? The only thing I'm interested in right now is my my Marlin. I had this. I forgot what model it was. It was the tube fed Marlin 22. I've had it since I was a kid, right? And it finally stopped working. And I'm like, should I try to fix it or should I just buy another one? I just want to buy another 22. Hey, Wingstar, what's up? Well, it's just I think that it's not. I don't know if it's the vintage thing or what, but it's just I don't know. Like it reminds me of like a range gun. Like my favorite guns were the range guns that we had down. They're all broken in, and it was when you shook them, they would make noise, and I don't know. You know what? A Derringer. I'm gonna be honest with you, Wingstar. I shot one of those one time, and that was the most unpleasant fucking gun I've ever shot in my life. And I think it was a 22. 22. But I don't know. I don't know what I really. I mean, the only thing that I would be interested in buying right now is a machine gun. I want a machine gun. I've always wanted a machine gun. In fact, me being a stupid, naive young person, I used to. I don't think I get arrested for this now because I didn't really know the laws back then. All right, I wasn't really up on the laws, but we had these M1 carbines in at the range, and I was an armor. I used to fucking if the gun broke, like we'd go into the fucking back, I'd fucking replace the parts. We'd clean everything, whatever. And we had this one fucking rifle. I really liked it. It was a fucking. I think it was made. It was. I didn't realize how valuable it was either. It was a. I think it was made by GE, like the electric company. It was an M1 carbine. It was an old World War II M1 carbine, and at the time, you can get them for like $900. I mean, people had them. And I remember I used to take a matchbook. I would take a matchbook, I'd fold it up a couple times, and I'd put it inside by the by the sear, and I turned it into a fucking machine gun. I didn't know that it was against the law. I didn't know it was against the law. But you could probably put like two mags in there before it would fucking crumple up and you couldn't use it anymore. But I didn't know that was against the law, but I did it. All right. I'm coming clean. I had made machine guns um, before, when I was working at this place. I didn't know. And that's a big federal crime. You can't do that. I mean, I've never done it since. Never ever. But, you know, I would love a machine gun. And you can't own M1 carbines in New Jersey, so I never bought one. That's why I never bought one. But an M1 carbine is on the list of guns you can't own in New Jersey for some strange reason. But I would love that. I would love to own a machine gun and just waste bullets. Ah, sorry, Magda. What do you want to talk about, Magda? Your love for Witty? You want us to talk about how much you love Witty, Magda? Maybe this live stream isn't for you, Magda. Maybe you can go wait for Camillo to go live for about 3 hours. Well, then bring up a topic. I don't know. Listen, here's the deal, guys. All right. I haven't seen this girl in about fucking 15 years. All right. And I don't know if I'm going to kill her. I'm going to be honest with you. I might stab this girl to death. Actually, it wasn't 15. It was like 10 years ago. Maybe a little bit longer. No, 10 years ago. No. When was the last time I saw her? Maybe 7 years ago? I don't know. But, the dog's coming over. I want to see the dog. The dog play with my dog. She's going to go out with her parents. But I might stab this bitch. All right. Not only that, but I think I have another fucking, I still got to get that fucking tooth removed. It's starting to bother me again. So cut me a break right now. I'm trying to get my mind off things. Please. I can't tell you about the dirt on Lolly, Magda. It's John's dirt to tell. I can't take that away from John. Guys, please be understanding about this. This isn't like, this isn't listen, John's got major dirt on this bitch. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. Major fucking dirt. And if he hasn't told you already, then something's up. I'm telling you, Magda, something is up. Oh, sorry. Nice, Juice. Nice. Oh, Juice, you know what I got to shoot when I worked down there? Check this out, man. So the FBI, right? There were a couple of FBI agents that used to come down there and qualify. Because this was a range where you can qualify if you were an NYPD or whatever. So anyway, they used to come down there with their fucking UMPs, their HK UMPs, and they were fucking 10 millimeter full auto. I got to shoot one of those one time. They let us shoot one. That was fucking cool as fuck, man. I remember at the time because people who don't know this, the UMP was like basically like 90% plastic, so it was a big deal. It was pretty cool. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was really cool. They were gray too. It wasn't like the black UMPs. They were gray. The FBI had they were black. No, they were gray with black folding stocks, and yeah, they had the stick mags and all that shit. I thought that they were going to be black or something, but they were gray. And not only that, but when they would come down there, they would also use. I don't know if you ever seen this, but you ever seen the blue the blue plastic fucking bullets that they had for the, the United States government, right? Gives federal three-letter agencies. I don't know why. I do not know why. It doesn't make any sense. But they give these three-letter agencies fucking specific rounds to use when they target practice. I don't know why. I have a feeling that it's because they don't want anyone to take the shells and figure out. That's what I always thought. but they would come in there with those blue plastic fucking Teflon, or not Teflon, but they were plastic fucking bullets. They would come down there and shoot with them. I swear to God, man. It was like a baby blue. Yeah, man, it was pretty cool. Well, you do, Botter. You care. If it wasn't for Anderson and Carey and Phantom, I wouldn't be hanging here. Well, here's the deal. All right, Wingstar, let me put it to you this way. If you're not involved with this guy Botter, all right, he knows who you are. All right, he knows where you live. And if you piss him off, I'm telling you right now, he's gonna start harassing you. This is what it's come down to. And it's because, dude, Botter, you know what? It's not funny anymore, dude. You're being a real fucking bitch to people. A real fucking bitch. I don't care if you're a bitch to me, but now you're being a bitch to other people. Yeah, you do, dude. Yeah, you do. Bullshit. Wingstar, he knows where you live. Telling you right now. Yeah, well, Wingstar, just wait. Telling you. Yeah. All right. Wingstar, let me tell you something, Wingstar. All right. I, there's gonna be a day. There's gonna be a day, right, when this guy scares you off. All right. There's gonna be a day when this guy scares you off, and you have nothing to be scared about. This is what I want to tell everybody right now. You have nothing to be scared about. You can't do anything. And all these people that are coming to me now about this fucking guy, I'm telling you right now, there's nothing to be scared about. This guy's a fucking bitch. All right. And you know what? When you come to me and you say, "Well, I can't have this because of this," I get it. All right, I understand. I'm not gonna get mad at anyone, but I'm telling you right now, this guy's a fucking bitch, and eventually he's gonna come after you. Sorry. Hold on. I gotta. Nice, nice juice. You have Doc Slolly and Camilo and Michelle K. Dude, Magda, I'm telling you, Magda. I really wish that I could tell you what's going on, and it's like it's ridiculous now. It's ridiculous now. Noodles, look at me. I've been all right. Well, Wingstar, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying you're a pussy, Wingstar. I'm just saying, like, it's just. Well, then, Botter. Then I'm telling you something right now. Then there's someone running around pretending that they're you doing this shit. I'm telling you, man. All right, then. All right, okay, then that's fine. Because the people that he's bothering is like, it's like I don't want to bother these people. You know, like I don't want. You know. Magda, the more I talk about it, the more this person gets a boner. That's what I'm trying to get at. All right. Yeah, well, Potter, listen, man, you know, you're turning into a real fucking creep. You're turning into a real creep. Again, man, I don't care if you do it to me, but you're doing it to these people that are trying to participate here, and you're freaking people out. Well, I'm not going to stop, man. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to get over it. No, listen, dude. Let me tell you something. The moment I stop getting text messages from you and fucking child porn and all this fucking crap, then I'll stop. I'll stop talking about you. I wish I could stop talking about you. I probably should. I probably should just fucking. I should probably just fucking ignore you. You're gone. How about that? Is it true that you and Abby conspired about the Melton John story? I've never heard of a training. No, that was all off the cuff shit. That's why Abby's really good. I don't listen, Wingstar, to be honest with you, I don't know if it happened or not, but does it really matter? You know what I mean? As long as the story's good, in my opinion, you know, Abby's very good at it. Very good at it. I wish, and if Abby's really sick, I wish she wasn't because Abby's great to fucking participate with. She's very funny. You know what it is, Wingstar. You can't trust anyone here. John Camillo said it. Quote John Camillo. You can't trust anybody here. They're all fucking crazy. And Bergs is the only one here making money. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, she is Wingstar. She's a great YouTuber. Unfortunately, it's like I don't know what her deal is with not participating, but whatever. I don't know. People have their issues, and again, I'm not a doctor. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. You know you could meet me in real life. You know that. I'm never gonna meet any half these fucking people. Like I could tell you what's up. I could tell you what's going on, but half the shit I can't tell you over here. The Wingstar, let me tell you something. If I was gonna kill you, I'm telling you, I promise you, I would do it fast. I wouldn't make you suffer. I wouldn't make you anything like that. It would be so fast, Wingstar. That's the type of murderer I am, or would be. Well, they are all involved with Sneer or something is a mess there. Listen, Magda, I don't understand your problem with Sneer. All right. If there's something going on, I believe you because a lot of these people are fucked up. But the guy comes in and out of here. I never have a problem. The guy's funny as hell. I don't know. I mean, come on, Wingstar. I'm kidding. But you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, Wingstar. Think about it. Think about it. There's a trifecta here that's nestled in Bergen County, New Jersey, and there's probably more people here. There's probably more people in Bergen County, New Jersey, and everyone's fucking scared of each other. I don't know why. Wingstar, listen, you know who I am. You know I'm not a scumbag. You know I'm not a delinquent. You know all this stuff. I get you don't want to meet up. I get it, but Wingstar, it's right here. It's right here, Wingstar. And when I mean it's right here, it's like the content's right here. You've been here for fucking 16 years. There's obviously something going on. And what I don't understand about you all right, is that it's right here. And like, come on. I listen, Wingstar, I don't have to come over your house. I don't have to fucking whatever. But you know what I'm talking about. Abby is a young Lolly Cunningham. Maybe. Maybe. In my opinion, Abby was one of the first people I met over here, right? I mean, I met Carrie, but Abby was really the first person that ever actually would talk to me. Like I mean, in private too. She gave me the time of day, and every once in a while, I'll check up on her and make sure she's all right. And I hope she doesn't take that as me being rude or whatever. I never hit on her or was inappropriate to her or anything like that. Maybe on panel, but that's about it. I don't do that in real life. Don't come on, dude. Tree Life, you ran like a fucking bitch. You ran like a fucking bitch. Dude, I explained what yeah, I know. I know. But like you understand, like that's not what I'm about. Wingstar, and Wingstar, let me tell you something. And you gotta tell me right now, Wingstar. You gotta tell me right now. Because it's about to happen. When Anderson comes here, he's gonna ask where you are. Does he know where you are? And you better tell me right now. Do we go there or do I say to him no? Because we're going to Michelle K's house, just to let you know. I mean, we're not going there like unannounced, but we're going to meet up with Michelle K. He's not scared. What are you talking about? He's scared of you. Wingstar. Uh, wait, all right, Wingstar. Put it to this way, Wingstar. If he does ask me, because Wingstar, I know where you are. I know exactly where you are. So if he asks me, are we going there or no? I'm being serious, Wingstar. You tell me right now. Because if not, then I'm gonna say no, dude. You and your buddy said I was too boring. No, that's not. Come on, Wing. Street Life. Listen. I don't want to Street Life to be honest with you. I wanted to meet up with you, say hey, how you doing? I want to tell you like hey, I think you're a great guy. Blah blah. Shit that people don't want to hear here. You know, I was gonna buy you and your wife lunch or whatever, and and tell you thank you for everything, you know, and that was it. Okay, all right, then no, it's no. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but Wingstar, this is my point. You know, I don't talk to you in private, and this guy's fucking coming here. You know, okay, all right, fine. And Wingstar, don't think I can't find your fucking phone number. Don't think I can't or find out where you work or anything like that. You told me where you bought that bottle of wine. All I gotta do is scope out that area, Wingstar. I'll have your friggin' your car, your license plate, fucking everything. I am a professional fucking scumbag, Wingstar. I am professional fucking scum. No, I'm kidding. Wingstar, I'm kidding. Oh, Wingstar. Wingstar, come on. I'm kidding, Wingstar, stop. Yeah, no, Wingstar, listen, if I was going to give anyone advice, yeah, there's got to be lines being drawn. There's got to be lines being. Well, no, it wouldn't have been Filet Mignon. We would have went out for pizza. I would have. Listen, wait. Sorry, Magda. Magda. He was in Brooklyn. We would have went to Ignazio's. We would have went there. That's where I brought molasses. You know. No, Wingstar, come on. I don't do shit like that. But there, Wingstar, there are people that do over here, and it's like, yeah, you got to draw the line if you don't want the fight. If you don't want, you know, and I highly suggest that people don't. I highly suggest that people don't, because you don't know who you're influencing. You don't know who, you know, like molasses. I'm telling you right now, I think that the meetup with molasses was amazing because, um, that was a human being that I thought that, you know, things worked out for the best. I hate to say this, but with Mark, it was, I feel like maybe I influenced the guy to react a certain way. I don't think that was good. I don't think that was good for him or Mrs. Terry. I didn't know how bad the situation was. I didn't know how bad the situation was with Molasses either. You guys got to remember that Molasses, when she came there, she wasn't doing too good. I didn't know that. You know, I didn't know. And if I knew, I would have treated the situation a little bit better. But I didn't know. You would make a decent 2021 type Dave Attell. Yeah, whatever happened to Dave Attell? Did he die of lung cancer? No, no, Magda. It would have been Magda. It wouldn't have been cheap, but it would have been, it just would have been nice to meet the guy in Mrs. Street Life and all that stuff. That's it. I think that people, I think that people think maybe I'm borderline something, but I'm not. I don't have guys. I don't. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm telling you, the only thing that's wrong with me, I'm dyslexic. That's it. And I'm pretty boring. I don't know. I think I'm pretty boring. Like when I see Michelle. All right, this is the deal. Michelle. I told Michelle I had to say to her, listen, there's a line. All right, there's real life, and then there's this. All right. The deal is, Michelle, when you come up here, everyone's gonna think you're fucked up. Everyone's gonna think you're on drugs. Everyone's gonna think you have a fucking problem. Whatever. It might not, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. It might not be true with her. All right. I can't tell you. All right, because it's gonna ruin it for everybody. Is Michelle an actress? Maybe. Maybe she's an actress. All right. Maybe she's very good at acting. Maybe she's very good at overplaying something. All right. But do you really want that? Do you really want to know that? I'm a boring guy. I want to play a character, and that's what I'm doing. When I get together with Michelle, I think it's fun as hell. We. Yeah, but Street Life. You said that last time you were going to Bethlehem. Well, Street Life's not drinking anymore, so I will listen. Street Life. If you do ever make it out here again, I owe you lunch. I owe you and your wife lunch or something like that. And dude, if there's another issue that's going on, this is the other thing that I don't know about. And this really creeps me out because I don't know if I'm pushing people like Wingstar, right? Is Wingstar in a wheelchair? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like everyone's got their little things going on. Like everyone's got their something's wrong with them. Like and I don't want to pry in anyone. I could have came out and said, and that the reason why I'm going to say is because Mark said it. All right, Mark told you guys. I knew, I knew the very day that Mark had diabetes, the day that he found out he had diabetes. All right, I didn't tell anybody about that. Mark wasn't running around telling people that. Mark found out, and he's like, "Fuck, I can't." I'm not like that. I'm not gonna friggin'. If you listen, if you guys got one fucking glass eye, what am I gonna do? And here's the thing: a lot of you people are gonna run around. If you guys found out shit about me, you'd run around telling people, right? Like when Seasons found out I had a big dick, she didn't go run around telling everybody. Listen, I'm kind of insecure about my big dick. I've been, girls throughout my life, some of them can't handle it. Like relationships had to be put on hold because they were too new at sex and they couldn't deal with my big dick. I mean, I'm being serious. My dick's humongous and it hurts girls sometimes. So me coming out to somebody and showing them this isn't like isn't fun for me. Like I had to present this to Pete. I had to say, Pete, listen, this is what's going on down here. Can you handle that? And she said, I don't know, but let's try. And she goes, I would try for you, David. She goes, I have a feeling that I might get pregnant because it's so big. And I said, well, I don't think it's the size of the penis. She's like, but she's like, and here's the thing. If I had a smaller penis, I think I could have had sex with her every day I was there, but I couldn't because she needed to rest. She was in a lot of pain after having this large penis inside of her little vagina. I mean, Pete's not that tall. Pete's like, what? I think she's like 5'3". I'm 6'2" with a fucking like 12-inch penis. I'm almost 300 pounds. It's not. There's a break-in period with this, and guys, I'm not happy with having to deal with these sexy small women that are of age. 18 up until whenever. I mean, even old women, I don't think can handle my penis. I'm not a normal human being. I'm telling you right now. That's my only downfall is that I'm extremely smart, extremely, and this I'm not talking about like hey, like this guy's smart, like extremely smart, like off the charts hot. My penis size is off the charts. I have an off the charts body type, which is absolutely amazing. I'm one of the most intimidating human beings that any woman has ever come across. And I'm male on top of it. I'm male on top of it. I dare you to try to have a relationship with someone who is fucking off the charts everything. Off the charts everything. That's true, Dorian Gray. That's true. That's absolutely true. And as I get older, I think to myself, I'm like, oh, you know, this can go wrong or that can go wrong, but nothing's ever gone wrong in my life ever. So when are things going to start going wrong for me? I mean, I'm gonna. I thought to myself the other night. I said, listen, can I deal with the things that are going to go wrong with seasons? You know, Superman. Superman thought of the same thing. I think with like Lois Lane. I think there's been talks like TED talks about this. I'm being serious about how would a relationship actually work out with Superman and Lois Lane? Superman would never age. I mean, he would age. I mean, but at a very slower rate. And Lois would just be some decrepit old skeleton. You know, Superman wouldn't even be able to have a relationship with her. And that's why I feel like it's going to be like with me and Pete. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. It's 5 o'clock. I gotta go eat something. I gotta get home. I gotta see my dogs. Um, I gotta roll a bunch of cigarettes. But guys, I love you very much. Thank you so much for the donations tonight, guys. I just basically made $200 sitting here talking to you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Wingstar, I was kidding before. I'm sorry, but I really want to put it out there. If this guy comes, Wingstar, you know they're gonna ask, and I'll have to say no, 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 no. Anyway, guys, love you. Juice, thank you for the gun talk. I really needed that. Truly appreciate that. White Tupac, you can go fuck yourself. And who else go? Michelle K, go suck a dick, bitch. Bye, guys. Fucking Michelle K.